Hey all, Captain JGB84. Well, it's early in the morning. Time for a movie review about SpongeBob. Anyone knows me, I absolutely love SpongeBob. It's one of my favorite shows, and I think both the first movie and this movie are just awesome. Yeah, come on, who doesn't like SpongeBob? It's one of those few series that, well, you could argue saying has it gotten better or worse over the years, but hell, I still watch it. I still love it. Um, and when they had the first movie years ago, I thought kick ass, and I absolutely loved it. And I thought they're doing a second movie, and I was a little bit hesitant because, well, it had more live action, and the characters were going to be CGI in the live action scene. So I thought, eh. But then I saw it and was like, It's like, exactly. This movie is awesome. It's everything SpongeBob. It feels like a big episode, really, but done right. Anyways, it actually, like the first film, it actually starts off with a live action section, but this time with Antonio Banderas. Yeah, we got some star power in this movie. Who's playing Burger Beard, and what it is, he's actually on that island that's in the intro of SpongeBob, and he finds buried treasure there. This sort of magical book with it just has the symbol of the Krabby Patty secret formula. It's a little scroll in the bottle. Little scroll in the bottle. So he gets that, and then he starts telling a story to these seagulls, which I thought the seagulls were a little silly at times and very obviously CG, but they were all right. The budget for this film was about 66 to 70 million, so whatever. It'll yeah, I have no. This film will do well, definitely box office wise. So, anyways, what's the story? Plankton's after the Krabby Patty secret formula. Groundbreaking, but it gets unique in a way. I must say, does SpongeBob have canonicity? Because this happened in the first movie, and Plankton actually got the formula and started selling his own stuff. Whatever. As for the cast, it's the entire main cast, like Tom Kenny, Bill Fagerback, Roger Bumpass, Clancy Brown, Caroline Lawrence, and Mr. Lawrence, and Antonio Banderas along the way. Just so many just laugh out loud moments. It's all done by the creators, all the same writers, so it has that SpongeBob style humor that you'll just laugh your head off with. And it's just super enjoyable. It's just nice seeing something a bit more fun, a bit more silly. It's wanting to take some risks along the way, if that makes any sense. um, Anyway, so it's after that bit with Antonio Banderas, Plankton gets a plane to attack the Krusty Krab, and then it becomes World War One, and then Patrick and SpongeBob try to hold down the fort, and then that plane becomes a tank, and that tank becomes a robot, which runs out of gas part way, just as Plankton's about to succeed. Um, but Plankton does succeed in a way because that in the robot of him was a miniature robot Plankton. Ooh. And he gave Mr. Krabs a penny, and in that penny was Plankton, who actually gets the formula. He gets it, but then gets caught by SpongeBob. And then something weird happens. They're fighting over it, and then it just poofs away. Literally, it just poofs away. It's like, whoa, what happened? Huh. It just disappeared. No one knows what happened exactly. Anyways, Mr. Krabs decides to torture Plankton, and geez, if you thought the torture scenes in Prisoners and Zero Dark 30 were intense, wow. Nothing is more torturous than having to listen to SpongeBob's laugh point blank at the highest possible volume. Yeah. Anyways, Bikini Bottom goes in total just anarchy. In something that looks like Mad Max, almost everyone's wearing leather. Everyone's into S&M and leather and whatnot. Seriously, it looks exactly like Mad Max. um, so that happens because without the secret formula, SpongeBob doesn't know what to do, and all the patties have gone missing from the Krusty Krab. So the world's in total anarchy. But SpongeBob knows that Plankton is innocent. So they decide to escape, and they decide to become a team. And what and they have it's a bit of a musical. There are some songs. Some of them are really funny. One or two of them are kind of a bit cringe-worthy. It's like, ugh, I just have to hear that. Um, yeah, but they decide to become a TM, as Plankton keeps putting it. And then, you know what this film is, actually, the more I think about it? It's basically Interstellar. Seriously, there's time travel, there's alternate dimensions, there's space travel, there's everything. This film is basically Interstellar, but with SpongeBob characters. Seriously, they build a time machine to stop themselves, but only bad things keep happening. And then they learn that the Krabby Patty formula was actually stolen by someone else, actually. You could probably guess who. And then it involves the main characters trying to get it back. And that's when they get to the surface world. That's like actually the last like third or quarter of the movie, actually. Most of the movie is just the traditional animation. But what do I like about the movie a lot? Well, I love the humor. I love SpongeBob. I just love these characters just doing the stupidest things imaginable. Some really just laugh out loud and clap worthy moments. As I remember when SpongeBob first appears on screen, everyone in the theater was clapping, and it wasn't just kids; it was like people my age really going to the movie. And I think it's good that we got another SpongeBob movie. I mean, SpongeBob's kind of like a for all generations, for all ages type show. So you can so yeah, I'm glad that they did this. I'm glad they kept it in the same similar style. Do I like it more than the first film? I don't know. I have to watch the first film again. I think I like them both fairly equally. I mean, this one was a bit more like well received. It has a higher, I think, Rotten Tomatoes percentage and whatnot. But I think I like the first one maybe just a little more. Maybe because it still stayed with the traditional animation and only became live action for like basically like 3 scenes at best. But I do like they kept all the original characters. Like apart from the pirate, there's no new original characters. And I like that Plankton becomes more of an anti-hero in this, which I like. Which is funny at the same time. I like seeing him and SpongeBob work together. I like that they don't like. It's not like one of those things where SpongeBob's like, "Oh, you're gonna betray." It's like when Plankton does something that seems double cross-ish. SpongeBob's like, oh, I didn't expect this. No, SpongeBob's very much full aware of what Plankton is capable of. Yeah, which is funny, I must say the least. Like, they're in the bubble, and Plankton's monologuing to himself, and SpongeBob's like, I can hear you. We're in a bubble. Which I thought was funny. I like that it was trying to do something different, but just sort of kept it like sort of the same, just to like, well, not to do something stupid, but just to keep it like basically to keep its sanity, I guess. If there is a criticism I do have is that when the sections that they are on land in live action, they're like CGI like models and whatnot, which they're good looking, but I don't know. I kind of preferred it in the first film where they were their cartoon selves, but just their cartoon selves, but on land. I just like that, but better. Like, how SpongeBob and Patrick. But for a movie based on a TV show, it's amazing it didn't suck. I'm amazed this one didn't suck, considering that, yeah, depending where you are, SpongeBob's either, like, good or bad at this point. But yeah, that's my recommendation. I think this film is enjoyable, it's fun, it's for pretty much anyone of any age. You will enjoy it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Me and my friends all enjoyed it. Yeah, see this over Jupiter Ascending or Seventh Son any day. But that's all I have to say. So, SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water is getting a nice 8 out of 10, and it's my favorite movie of the year so far. So, see you later. Wait, there we go.